Hello guys. Today we are going to learn how can we do some deep web crawling, which means in previous lecture we have learned how can we web scrap the data, how can we scrap data from websites, and in today's tutorial we will learn that how can we scrap or mine the data from nested links, which means I can scrape the data whatever is available over here, whatever is visible over here. But how can I scrap something that is, if I click over here and then it's available over here, let's say it's average position of that team. So if I want to scrap average position of all 200 teams available on this page, what should I do? Should I go to every page uh, individually and then scrap this page, or is there any way I can automate this task? So good news is you can obviously automate this task. So I am Sajad Mustafa, your AI sciences instructor, and we are going to learn deep web crawling and web scraping for absolute beginners. If you're absolute beginner in web scraping, please check out our previous video. Link is in the description to get an idea of basics of web scraping. And if you're sort of an intermediate type of person, then come along with me from here. If you want to become a data scientist and AI expert, you are absolutely in a right place. We AI Sciences have a lot of courses. Link is in the description that explains artificial intelligence and data science in depth. Please go through it once. So today we are going to we are going to start with a recap, a little bit of recap, not much, and then some data mining. How to mine data from nested pages, and then we'll see how to implement it, and finally it's implemented. Now how can we store it in a useful format? So we will convert our scrapped data into Excel or CSV format. These are the standard formats that are available around the world. So let's get started. And so this is the web page, and as I discussed earlier, we want to extract this average from this next page. So in previous lecture, what we have already done, we have scrapped the name of these teams and then the total points of every team respectively, and then the previous points of every team as well. So in after today's lecture, today's tutorial, we will be able to make an Excel sheet that will contain the name of team, then the total points, then the previous points, and then the average position of that team. So average position is not available on this page. Average position is available on the respective page of every team. So how can we do that? So let's go to our code that is already written, and don't worry, I will explain everything from scratch. So we have two libraries, request library and beautiful soup library. What we have done in previous tutorial, I'll not spend a lot of time on that, so I'll just go through that. So let's run this first cell. Libraries are loaded, and then let's get a response and parse the HTML, parse the response by using HTML parser, and save that response in soup. Then we will we will convert the names of teams into list, and it will be stored in t underscore names. It will be the team names, then team rankings, and then team previous rankings. By ranking and previous ranking, we mean this total point and previous point column, right? So let's run this column, this cell as well, and after this cell, let's explore just the team names. Perfect. So we have all the team names over here. Just like that will be we also have the team rankings as well. So let me remove it from here. All right, so now we are just converting these names and rankings into dictionaries, so that team name will be the key, all right, and team ranking will be the dictionary, and it will be one dictionary. sorry, team ranking will be the value, team name will be the key, team ranking will be the value, and it will become a one dictionary. And then the same thing will do the same thing over here with previous ranking. Team name will be the key and previous ranking will be the value. So if you don't understand the syntax of this list comprehension or something like that, we have a complete Python course, a complete 10 to 12 hour course that is available in the description. Please check it out. This course is recorded by one of our top rated instructor, Kashif Murtaza. You can check it out. So let's run this cell and let's just check it out. What is the rank of Belgium? So hey Belgium, you have total points 1780, and then let's see the previous rank of Belgium, it's the same, so there is no improvement or no decline as well. Perfect. So this is something that we had done in previous tutorial, and it was just a recap. So let's go above previous tutorial, and let's go march toward the goal. Now I want to get this link. If I click over here, a page opens up, right? So this link changes. Perfect. So we all know that every page has a URL. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to extract the URLs that are available on clicking on the names of the teams. So we have to extract the URLs. Perfect. So if I click over here, something happens, right? So let's go and inspect. All right, and let's see this A tag. By the way, those who have no idea of HTML, this A tag means anchor tag, and it always contains the link toward some next page or something. All right, so you can see that A stands for anchor tag. It is an HTML tag, and then it has a class fi-t underscore link. All right, and then it has href. Href contains exactly the link. All right, so if I click over here, you will see exactly this link over here, over in URL bar, right? So how can we need this? We need this href. So how can we extract this? So please keep these two things into mind: this anchor tag and this class name. So let's just copy this class name. Let's come over here. What we have learned in previous lecture, we'll say soup.find a, which is anchor tag, right? And then same class that we have just copied, right? And let's just run it. Oops, it has displayed a lot of mess. But good thing is href is available in the mess. We'll clean up the mess, don't worry about it. So href is available, we can extract it easily, don't worry about it. Let's do it in a minute. So first of all, how can we extract all the anchor tags that are available on, because we need all the URLs of these teams. So how can we do that? Simple. I taught you in last lecture we can do it by using find all. Here we are using just find. So if we will use find all, it will return us a list of all the anchor tags. So now let's just clean up the mess. And now, okay, so we just want this href. Simple. We'll say href. Here we go. So we have the link. Yeah, I know this www.fifa.com is missing from from the base. We call it base. So no need to be worried about that. We can hard code that, right? So here we have a clean link. All right, so now we need links of all the all the teams. So we will use soup dot find all anchor tag, class name is this, and I'm just using this 0 so that we can get the same link, just for the better understanding. So let's run it. Here we go. So we have this one link, right? And now let's just get by the way, we have link of this first team, 0th index, which is probably Belgium, right? So what is the rank of Belgium? What is the average position of Belgium? It's 28, right? So let's just extract this 28 from this page. So so here we go. So we have this base URL. We know that we are appending this base URL with what we are extracting over here. Exactly, I've copied this from here and paste it over here, and I've attached a base URL with it so that it can become a complete URL. As you can see on this page, it has a complete URL, right? So so now it is making a URL, and then it will get a response just like in the beginning we have done, right? So we'll get a response, and then we will parse that response by using HTML parser, and we'll save it in average soup, right? So because it is average rank, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. So we'll get it, and then we'll say average soup, all right, find all span class this, right? Now I'll explain this line to you later on. So let's just run it. So it is showing something like this, all right? So let's go. By the way, it has 28 and 1, right? So we will, clean it up, don't worry. So the good thing is it has 28, our desired number, and it also has 1. Now what is 1? Let's find it out. So 1 is also there. It is, the recent ranking, and 28 is the average ranking. We are interested in 28. So let's take this tool, click over 28, and here you can see it is span, and its class is fi rank big number dash dash data. The interesting thing is 1 also has the same thing, span fi rank dash big number dash dash data. That's why we are getting both 1 and 28 as well, right? No worries. So it's a list, so we can obviously get the last element of the list because we are interested in only 28, not 1. So we can get the last element by using what? How can we do that? There are two ways. We know that this is index 0 and this is index 1. So we can just write 1 over here. Let's run it. And here we go. We have 28. Another way, good way, is if we know that we are going to access the last index, we have to go, we should go through negative indexing. So here it is, 28, right? Perfect. So how can we extract it? It's only text. Here we go. Now you must be thinking that why 28 is written over here. It should be printed somewhere over here. That is because there are some white spaces over there, over HTML format. So no problem, we can simply do text dot strip. So it will strip down all the white spaces, and only 28 is printed. Perfect. So what we have done so far is we have from this page's point of view, we have gone to next page only for Belgium right now. We have gone to next page, right? And we have extracted some information from next page as well. We already have this information, this page's information, and now we are able to extract information from next page as well. So now next thing is we want to extract, or we want to do something that will extract information for all the teams, and from all the respective next pages of these teams. All right, so nothing to be worried, simple. Forget about this thing for now. So we are going to write a loop. All right, so it will iterate from 0 to 5. For now I'm iterating it for only 5 teams, not for all the teams, because it will take a lot of time. You can iterate it over all the teams. So what I'm doing is I am appending a base URL, and then I'm finding all anchor tags, right, in the soup with class name this and index I, right? I is our loop index. And then I'm extracting their href. So now I have complete URL of, in first iteration I have URL of Belgium, and second iteration I have URL of second team, and so on. Then I'll get the response, then I'll get the, parsed response will be parsed by using HTML parser, and then I am just printing that name of team, right? T names. What is T names? Here is T names, right? I'm just printing T names just for the sake of, beauty. And then I'm printing average soup. What is average soup? Here it is. Average soup, find all span, just whatever we have done over here. I'm just copying and pasting that line from above to here, right? So for now, just forget this last line and first line. Perfect. So let's run this cell. So you can see it is taking a little bit of time, because it is going through every URL, getting response and then parsing it. So here we go. All top 5 teams are being parsed. Perfect. Now, what we want is, we want to store these average ranks. This Belgium has average rank 28. Let's just verify it. Portugal has 11. Let's just verify this. Let's go to Portugal, and here we go. Tanan, it has 11. Perfect. Let's go back. So now we have to store this average rank somewhere. So that's why I have created this this list, and I'm appending, here you can see I'm appending the results in this average rank list. Simple as that. So I don't have to run it again, because I've already stored it in the list. Just like I have stored the names of teams, I have stored the ranks of the total points of the teams and previous points of the teams. I'm storing average rank of teams respectively as well. Perfect. So I think now we are able to scrap the, we are able to implement deep web crawling or deep web scraping or deep data mining or whatever you want to call it. Now we have done some fancy work. All right, so now last thing is, we want to save these things, this average rank and team names and team points and previous points somewhere. All right, for that we will import another library that is called pandas, and pandas has a beautiful thing that is called data frame. So data frame is almost like not almost, but exactly sort of a structured data thing. It shows data in a structural format, which means it has some columns and then you can add some rows and stuff like that. So we are we are instantiating a data frame, all right, and storing it in a variable df, which stands for data frame. So pd is this, right? So pd dot data frame, and I'm writing the names of columns. So first column name will be team, the name of team, then total points, then previous points, and then average rank. Now if you remember, we have all this information, right? We have team name, we have total points, we have previous points, and we have average rank as well. So from where we have gathered this, you can see that team names, total point, previous point, and average points are coming from the next page of every team. Isn't it beautiful? Right. So then we will iterate over a loop, and then we will say data frame dot location. All right. So go to the ith location of this data frame and add this row. All right. So as a row, you have to give the values of every column. These are the columns, value of every column in a format of comma separated list, right? So first thing is team name. I'm writing team name. Team names is a list, and I'm extracting its ith element, right? Same the thing is team ranking, team previous ranking, and then average ranking. Where this average ranking coming from? Just from this cell. Where this T names and T ranking and T previous ranking coming from? If we go to our third cell here, right? Awesome. So let's just run it. Here we go. Here I'm printing df, which is data frame. So it says Belgium, team Belgium, total point these, previous point these, and average rank is this. Awesome. So now we want to convert it into CSV or Excel format. Simple. Data frame dot, so df, not data frame, it's df. So df dot to CSV, and then you just have to write the name of file, and oops, we have to extend it by saying CSV. So its format should be CSV. So we just have to run it, and this CSV file is obviously been stored in my folder or directory or whatever you want to call it. Awesome. So here we go. We have done it, and we have implemented deep web crawling. So if you have any question, please ask. And by the way, on some websites, if you want to, it's a very simple sort of website, right? You just have to go, you don't have to log in or do sign up or do nothing. You just have to go and extract the data. Now, what if you have to log in first and then you can get the data? Have you thought about that? If no, then here we go. Our next video will be about just writing a script that will automatically fill the form, fill the login form or whatever is required, and then it will fetch the data from you. Fetching data is already learned, so auto filling the form will be the next, right? One thing, very important thing, which is the limitation of this web crawling or web scraping. Maybe if you will be watching this tutorial after let's say 10 years or 20 years or 1000 years, if we will live so and you may be implementing this exact code, and it is quite possible that it will not work. You know the reason? The reason is we are writing the names of classes, right? So if this website updates the names of class, then this code is not going to work. So you have to be a little bit intelligent. This is not a hard and fast code. You have to be intelligent while implementing this or any other web scraping code. See you in next tutorial, and please, if you like the video, share the video and hit the bell icon. Also subscribe our channel. Thank you.